Okay, so we're going to move on to sun salutation B, Suryanamaskara B. So come to the front of your mat, big toes touch, space between the heels, tuck the sit bones under, engage the abs. Shoulders are up and back, nice and relaxed, chest bone lifts, crown of the head high towards the ceiling in Samasthiti. We're going to squat down, keeping the back nice and straight as we reach the hands to the side of the feet. And from here, keeping the distance between both of your knees, we're going to leave the legs where they are and raise on the inhale, raise the arms at a diagonal in front of us. So pushing your knees together but not letting them touch. Sitting back down but not lower than your knees. The gaze is towards the thumbs. Utkatasana. As we exhale, relax back down to roll down, head reaches towards the floor as the gaze goes through the knees and hands either side of the feet. Uttanasana. As we inhale, bend the knees, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, fingertips to the floor, bend the knees generously in this position, ready to jump back into Chaturanga Dandasana. So heels pushing away from the body. Shoulders are over the wrist as we relax down, keeping the elbows tight to the rib cage, all the way to the floor in one movement. Change the feet so the tops of the feet are on the floor as we inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the gaze into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Relax back down to the floor as we change the feet and in one movement, drive through the hips back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg then reaches forward and the toes come in between the hands. Change the left foot so it's at a 45-degree angle and flat to the floor. Make sure that the knee and the ankle of your right leg is in alignment so the knee's not drifting forward. And as you drive through that right foot, through that right leg, we're going to lift the arms at a diagonal in front of us, fingertips touch, gaze towards the thumbs, Virabhadrasana A. Release the hands back down either side of that front foot as you change the left foot back so the toes are facing forward and pick up that right foot, taking it back through to plank, through Chaturanga Dandasana, releasing all the way down to the floor. Change the feet, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, back down to the floor and drive the hips back up through to downward facing dog. Lift up the left foot, place it between the hands. Change that right foot at a 45-degree angle. Check the knee and the ankle are in alignment and driving through that left foot. Again, reaching up with the hands at a diagonal, no further in that diagonal position. Keeping the shoulders down, gazing towards the fingertips. Virabhadrasana A. Relaxing back down to hands either side of that left foot as you swap the right foot forward, take the left foot back to meet the right into plank through Chaturanga Dandasana, keeping the elbows in tight, all the way to the floor. Change the feet, raise the gaze, raise the shoulders and relax back down all the way to the floor. Changing the feet, pushing up through plank, back through downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, making sure the fingertips are facing forward, hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip distance apart, ankles are slightly out, and concentrating on getting your hips up towards the ceiling, do tailbone then pushing towards the ceiling as you're pressuring down through both of your hands. So taking the pressure out of the shoulders and concentrating on keeping that back flat. Bend the knees if you need to. Take a breath here. You gaze towards the front of the mat, bend the knee generously, ready to jump through the hands. Keeping the knees bent, then dropping the head down to the floor, straightening the legs into Uttanasana. Lift the gaze, flatten the back, drop the bottom. So bending the knees as we lift the hands back to Utkatasana. Remember to push the knees